I promise you, stories like this you will never hear in your school, you'll never hear in the average lecture. And everybody knows Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu, he's the Amir of that time. Abdullah ibn Zubayr radiallahu anhu is playing with a bunch of Sahaba on the street. Average street, probably a lot bigger than the streets that we have here, or the streets of Pakistan, the small little gullies that you have. He's playing on the street, and all of a sudden, Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu, he starts to walk with his cane. He's walking. And Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu, he is not like myself, or perhaps anyone, even the bigger fellow that was here earlier. He's a lot bigger than all of us. And when he used to be on a horse, it is said that his feet used to actually touch the floor. Imagine a guy so tall, so powerful looking, so daring looking, a personality that just sticks out just by nature of his physical attributes. He's walking in the street, every people, Muhammad ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu is walking. Run for your life. Everyone starts running. Muhammad is walking, continues to walk. It's usual for him. Whenever he's walking, a bunch of kids are starting to run away. All dust everywhere in the far side of this. Abdullah bin Zubayr, what's going on? Why are you guys running away? He's like, oh, I got the ball. Scored. Yes. All by himself, he's all happy. He's like, yes, I scored the game winner. Yes. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu, he sees him. He says, Abdullah, come here. Are you okay? He says, yeah. Are you okay? All of a sudden, Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu, his face becomes different. He says, I don't understand. All these little kids, they run away. And why didn't you run away? Aren't you scared? He looks at Umar radiallahu anhu. He looks at the street. He says, Umar, I know you're a big guy, but the street, I think, can fit both of us. And you can walk in it and I can play in it at the same time. So I don't see the confusion that's going on. So Umar radiallahu anhu, he says to him, this is the statement that I want you to hear and I want you to take home with you. And subhanAllah, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of nerve to say this to Umar radiallahu anhu. You can't say this kind of stuff to your father, imagine him. But Umar radiallahu anhu says, aren't you scared? Like the rest. He says, why would I be scared, Allah? Why would I be scared, Amirul Mu'mineen? Since the day I was born, I never committed a sin. Since the day I was born, I never committed a sin. I am not ashamed and fearful to meet Allah. Why would I be shameful and fearful to meet you? 12-year-old lad, 12-year-old boy, says this to Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu. At that age, he is ready to meet his Lord. At that age, he is ready. It is not for no reason that he becomes the Amir of Muslims. It is not for no reason that Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu himself tells him that I promise you, Abdullah, it's not by the virtue of your father, it's by virtue of yourself that you will lead the Muslims. A time will come when you will walk the streets and people will be scared of you also. Until the next person comes. The next person, the next Muslim youth that decides not to waste his time in idle things. That decides not to waste his time in useless things. Only does things that are fruitful for himself and fruitful for this nation. And I advise you, imagine yourself a person like Abdullah bin Zubayr radiallahu anhu. At that age, you are ready to meet your Lord. You and I, imagine yourself, imagine myself, Rahim, yearning to meet Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Saying to yourself, Ya Rabbi, I wish the day could come that I could meet you. I wish that day could come when I could just see you. I can stand in front of you. Can you picture yourself in front of Allah? Can you picture yourself in front of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with your genes like that? With your daily habits like that? With your leaders like that? With those habits that you have? Do you think you'd like to meet the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Ask yourself that question. Do you think it's time to meet him? I don't think so.